Morning, y'all. Morning, Milo. You gonna say hello?
Hi.
You come round and do like you used to when you were a little boy? There he is. Lally Luke's, alright, Milo?
Getting his haircut today.
Getting his hair cut today. Oh, here's Orla. Come and say hello, Orla. Come right round here. Here she is. This is Orla. How was New York, Orla?
Good.
Did you like New York?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to New York?
Yeah.
Shall we go and live in New York?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yes. Right, we got Alexis coming down for his journey day today. We're going to play at Dawlish if the weather allows us. It'd be interesting to see how he copes with this. I don't know how much links golf he's played, but a really interesting point is, I think this will show, possibly, let's find out, getting on different courses and then applying your handicap even across them all is a mistake I see made time and time again by people on our videos when they're rating all the players. I know Matt's playing shocking, but they rate all the players the same at a course like St Mellion that's going out at the minute that they do maybe another course which is very different in its ability to kick you up the bum than St Mellion. Again, goes back to my point I've made a few times. If you find self-rating difficult, which lots of people do, they judge themselves so harshly, it's no wonder so many people get frustrated. Good afternoon, Alexis.
Good afternoon, Mark.
At Dawlish Warren, we're going to play Dawlish and test you a little bit on some of the tighter lies that you can get at Dawlish. This is going to be fun. Let's see how you get on.
Absolutely.
Right, Alexis has got a nice little half pitch, like 50 yards, 45 yards tight lie. Let's see how he handles it. So 55 degrees aloft.
Yeah.
Not going to choose more loft. You're happy with that for this distance. You're doing it more on distance rather than descent angle in your hand.
Yeah.
Show me. Nice nip. That looks like a good shot to me.
That's on.
Good choice. So again, I would have put you in more loft there, but you've gone with what you feel more comfortable, and that's a key. You've got to be using your skills, what you know you do best. Easy par, good start.
On the first hole without warm-up, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
That's a birdie for you.
Yeah. So you've had a feeling of letting the club almost overtake you at the bottom.
Yeah, really let it go.
And that's, you're finding that straightening you up?
Yes, definitely. And you create a draw. I mean, with my Society free pre-putt life, we played Cannon Brooks 2 weeks ago, and first tee shot I did that with my 4 hybrid, and the ball just penetrate, goes slightly on the draw left, and a 4 hybrid got about 220 over a bunker. I was like, oh, that was not exactly what I intended.
Yeah, so you've got to learn to manage
safe.
it a bit more now.
The management is,
Now this lie, the ball is below your feet and it's very tight. You're probably 200 yards out, so this is where you are gonna, in theory, lose this to the right. So you're gonna have to really employ that feeling on this shot.
200 yards, you said.
Yeah. Aim at the tree on the left and then come back.
I think that's probably what's going to happen. So I'm quite up here.
Yeah.
Quite up to it. 2 good inch, I would say.
Okay.
Oh, much more than expected.
It's a good shot. You've just let it go on the slope. It's a good strike from the lie. It's over by the next tee. Again, where you need more confidence to really let the club overtake you on those situations. Just let that club go so you then can... It's always about, so we get you doing that indoors on the flat and it's not a problem. It's about managing it on, this is where shots are kind of shaved off your score, because you've got to understand when it's like this. This is now where you should be thinking, right, I need to do this as much as possible. So it's not just having the right fort, it's making sure you use the right fort at the right time. Good effort though, good strike. So that's the lie, and a chip and run has been called. He's got a lot of bouncy, scrubby ground to go over. What loft?
50 degrees.
So you're going to go in lower?
Yeah, just try to keep it low and forward.
Good effort.
A bit longer than I wanted.
Pretty good effort though, just a little bit long over here on the right. Contact was fine.
Yeah.
So bare lie, don't be afraid. You've got a tendency to want to get over the ball quite a lot. Don't be afraid to stand up a bit taller and almost go really wooden with your swing, because it allows you to get an interaction with the ground which is almost completely neutral.
Okay.
So rather than like here, like you were, almost turn it more into a feeling of a putt. So I'm kind of toe down in the ground, more upright in my stance, hands, and then literally just going to kind of putt it backwards and forwards. So again, really tight lie, but I am introducing no leading edge to that at all. I'm trying to completely neutralise with a no down or up feeling, like I'm literally just sweeping it forward almost like a putt, which comes more from that upright kind of stance. If
Maybe
you get
that
more
was
upright like your putter,
Yeah.
your putting stroke's often much more neutral than your wedge stroke, and you need neutral interaction with the ground on those shots.
Yeah.
It often for people it makes the, even though your contact was good there, the possibility to contact it more consistently kind of repeatable from up there, rather than 2 good ones, 3 bad ones from when they're trying to do their normal trick from a normal lie. It ran up.
Yeah, it ran up.
Great shot.
It's
Interesting, because you've got new clubs and you've changed lofts. You've gone up in lofts because you
Yeah.
had power bats, and you've now got more traditional lofted club, and you're having to learn the difference in distances. But you've said to me that you've used a 6 iron, and you would have used a 6 in your old
Yeah,
club.
I would have used the same club, yeah.
Well, I'm suggesting, and this happens for lots of people, give you more loft, sometimes a bit better launch, a bit
Yeah.
more height, so it actually ends up going not far off the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
distance.
It was not as high as yours, but it was
But
high.
what you might find is they don't go quite the same into the wind,
No.
because
No.
where the height will then hurt you a bit. Do you see what I mean? So when you change clubs like you have, it's learning these intricacies that will help you score
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
That was a
No,
good shot
definitely.
there. What a shot! 6 iron right club, and you stopped it going off to the right by letting that club overtake. Loving it.
Really good shot. Happy with that.
Yeah, so driver for Alexis. Let's make sure that club is overtaking at the bottom. We can't go right on this hole. That is a rip. That's got 4 yards of fade on it. 4 yards of fade with a driver on a good strike 5 lessons ago. I'm calling that as 15, 20 yards of push cut. That's so good to see. I mean, it's you. I give you ideas, but you've got to execute them, and you're doing it
Lessons
on the
work.
course, which
Lessons
is
work.
brilliant. He likes that one.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
About 180 out, Alexis got a very sandy lie and a big slope in front of him going 5 iron. And your feet are above that ball, aren't they?
Quite a while.
So let's aim up the left and get it working in. So if you quickly have another go, that's what I was worried about with the sandy lie. You need to try and strike this like hitting a fairway bunker, not a fairway shot.
Not a fairway shot.
So that's a good one where you're not reacting to the lie as much as I would like to see you do. Loads better.
Get there.
That's a great shot, straight to slight draw. Yeah, that's on. Might just fall off that's on to the left side. So you're playing that like a normal grass lie.
Yeah.
You've got to pluck that.
I just need to go down a bit more and aim for the ball first.
Adjust your strike. Millimeters we're talking. On 5-3, Alexis. What club have you got? 8 iron. You even thought of 7 a little bit, didn't you, at the start?
Yes, I was a bit.
But remember, you're on a downhill lie here, so that will de-loft this club. It'll come in lower. So 8's plenty. You could even go to hard 9 if you wanted to, but I think a nice 8 is good.
Yeah, I think I'll be more trusty with the 8.
Go for it. Ball back in your stance a bit when it's on a downhill lie, and it might squirt right, so aim up the left. Not bad. Slightly heavy.
Yeah, slightly heavy.
So again, that's where I'd like you to keep your weight more on your front foot when the ball's on a downhill lie like that. So yeah, feel like you're loading, so it's almost more like a punch shot. Does that make sense? So you're trying to hit it like down, because you're going down the slope like a punch shot more.
I still try to get under it with the sand plus it on here, it just fluffed.
Absolutely. So we're having another go. Get the ball back, get the handle forwards more, Alexis. That's it, like a punch. Get the weight set on the front foot, keep it there and punch it. Love that. So that's a ball to ground strike, much thinner, and that is going to roll up on, which it has done, front edge.
Perfect.
Always go for the thinner contact on that rather than the fact the ground's like this. You have to be getting your angle of descent to adjust to that. Ball back, handle forwards, weight forwards, punch it in there.
It's not a shot that I have often to do.
Which is great when we're out here doing it. It's a fantastic day with Alexis today. After all the sessions we've done, he's making massive progress. He's like 7 handicap with his society handicap that he plays off. To get him to Dawlish, a course that would spin a lot of players out who don't play links course, and hit the shots he did was great. Really interesting to see that obviously there's still holes and things like the downhill strike where he fatted it, didn't make his adjustments. It's those kind of things that good players are doing, and they wouldn't even know to articulate it to another player. They wouldn't know that kind of lots of amateurs just aren't making these on-course adjustments, which is costing them duffs and shots to their handicap and bogeys and double bogeys every day. And obviously when we look at Alexis' swing on camera, there's plenty of movements you could still fix in there, but he can manage the rights. He needs more work with his driver. His driver is still leaking more right than everything else. We've got his irons going pretty dart straight to even drawing. Hybrids relatively straight to a slight push. Driver good to a slight overcut, so that needs more work, which is just carrying on the same ideas with wrist angles that we've done, the grip changes, everything stays the same. And then taking it to the courses, working it into slopes, sandy lies, fluffy lies, is how he's going to keep progressing forwards. I am loving the journey. I'm loving Alexis's enthusiasm, his willingness to learn, his frustration when he can't do it. It just shows brilliant drive in what he brings. Anything, it's everything you'd, as a coach, you'd want from a student. And absolutely proud of the way he's improving his game. Post comments down below, let me know what you think. Loads more journey students coming as well. Now I'm back, obviously there's more journey videos coming, and I've had contact from Jordan Spieth's coach. I'm gonna try and chat to him maybe tonight if I can. We're gonna look at his swing. You all seem to want that, and hopefully get his feedback too. See you all tomorrow. Have a great evening.